So in this problem, we're trying to find the number of ways to choose at most 3 Democrats out of a committee of 8 people where we have 100 total people. And so what we're going to do is we're going to find the number of ways to choose 0 Democrats and 8 Republicans, 1 Democrat, 7 Republicans, 2 Democrats, 6 Republicans, 3 Democrats, and 5 Republicans. Because that's all the ways we can choose 8 total people with at most 3 Democrats. So the other thing we need to know is that there are 49 Democrats out of 100 and 51 Republicans out of 100. And so what we're trying to find mathematically is the probability of choosing at most 3 Democrats, so less than or equal to 3 Democrats. And to do that, we need to find the number of ways to choose less than or equal to 3 Democrats and the number of ways to choose a total of 8 people out of 100. So the other thing we need to know is that since this is a group of people and the order of the people does not matter, we can have no repetitions, and again, the order does not matter. So that means we're going to use our formula here, where we have n factorial divided by r factorial times n minus r factorial. So let's start by finding the number of items in the sample space. So that's going to be 100 choose 8. And so to do that, we're just going to use our formula where we have, and this is, sorry, I'm going to write this as NS. Because again, this is the number of people in our sample space, number of ways we can choose 8 out of 100 people. So we have 100 factorial divided by 8 factorial times 100 minus 8 factorial. And that, I used a calculator to do this earlier, and I found that it's 186 billion, 87 million, 894,300. So I would make sure to go ahead and check that to see that you get the same answer as I did. And it's good practice because, again, you're going to have to do this on your own eventually, and it's really easy to make a mistake when you're typing this in or to make a mistake when you're copying it down. So now that we've found the number of ways to choose something out of our sample space, we have to find the number of ways to choose at most 3 Democrats. And so, like I said earlier, there's 4 ways to do that. We could have 0, 1, 2, or 3 Democrats on that committee. And so if we look over here, we've used the same formula as we did before to just calculate the number of ways to do that. So as you see, we have 0, 1, 2, and 3 out of 49, so choosing 0, 1, 2, or 3 out of 49 for the Democrats. And then here we have 8, 7, 6, or 5 out of 51 to find the ways to choose that many Republicans. And so I would make sure to go ahead and, again, check that you have the same values for all of these, because it's good practice. You're not going to always have somebody giving you these answers, and just to double check to make sure that I did them right as well. But this is what I got, and all we're going to do now is use these values to find the total number of ways to choose at most 3 Democrats. And so to do that, we're going to take n of less than or equal to 3d equals the number of ways to choose 0 Democrats times the number of ways to choose 8 Republicans, because that would be one way to choose a committee of less than 3 Democrats, plus the number of ways to choose 1 Democrat and 7 Republicans, plus 2 Democrats and 6 Republicans, and finally 49 choose 3 Democrats times 51 choose 5 Republicans. And so this will give us all the ways to possibly choose at most 3 Democrats again. And so this is going to end up giving us, if we were to just take this calculation and plug in the values from earlier, and our final answer for this would be 7, 0, 7, 6, 7, 9, 4, 9, 3, 5, 0. So that's going to be 70,767,949,350. So that's the number of possible ways to choose at most 3 Democrats. And so finally, what we're going to do is just take the two values that we found and plug them into our equation, which I'll rewrite here. And the final answer that we're going to get is 0.38029. So all we did was divide. We took this number and divided it by that, and it gives us that the probability of choosing at most 3 Democrats out of a committee of 8 people would be about 0.38.